Diana from Adirondack Girl at Heart. I teach antique lovers how to create successful vintage and antique businesses that they love. One of the ways I do that is through these videos where I share my recent vintage finds, how much I paid for each, and what I think each is worth. So why don't we jump right in? Here's one of my favorite finds from our recent trip to Central New York. We went out there to celebrate a big birthday. We stayed at a cute lake in northern Pennsylvania and then drove into Ithaca and Binghamton to thrift and shop at antique shops. This is a piece I picked up at an antique shop. I really love still lifes. I like this kind of moody background, love paintings of pears. This piece cost $12. I'm not sure about the frame, if I'm in love with that or not. I think it would look really nice in a gold frame, but it was $12 and I think it will sell for about $35 to $40. I think it's really well done. Signed J. Miller down there on the bottom. What do you think? Do you like that painting? I also picked up this it's a calendar from 1961, and I've been selling a lot of ephemera on Etsy for people who do mixed media art projects, for scrapbookers, and I think this will sell for about $10 to $12. I may put it together with a few other pieces of ephemera. I paid $2 for it. I found it very appealing. I picked up this card of antique buttons. Got that upside down. It's got a nice graphic of looks like a clock, but those are letters, so I'm not sure what that is. But nice graphic up there, really good, nice antique look. I like to frame these in antique frames, and they sell quite well for $10 to $20 depending on the size. This is a really nice large size of these sweet little mother of pearl buttons. I paid $2 for that card. I have several silhouettes I've picked up lately, and I'm envisioning a nice wall in my antique booth with them, including this one. He was half price. I paid $1 for him. Nice little plain but wooden frame. So he should sell for about $10 to $12. People prefer, of course, famous people like George Washington and his wife, or children, that sort of thing. But like I said, I think that'll make a nice gallery wall. Here's another interesting piece I picked up for $5. It's a celluloid, sometimes called French ivory razor, and I do have an article planned on celluloid, so that was the main reason I picked it up. But I think $5 is a good price for that. It's worth probably about $12 to $15. Now, as I mentioned in part one of this video from our thrifting and antique shopping in Central New York, that I picked up a lot of pottery, a lot of ceramics, and so I'm gonna jump into that next. This is a little large for a butter pat, but it was sweet and it cost $1, so I picked it up. As a butter pat, it should sell for about $5 or $6 from my antique booth. This is not actually pottery, this is a marble mortar and pestle. There are very active collectors of mortar and pestles, and this is such a nice one. It was $6 from my new favorite thrift store out in Ithaca called Reuse, and it should sell for about $40 to $45 is what I'm expecting on that, what I'm hoping. Here's another really fascinating piece. This is signed Schmid design on the back. I'm guessing that's a German company. It's a butter mold. So this is kind of acorn-like, and this is floral. but it is a decent weight. It's porcelain, but I think it would be that ironstone collectors would be really interested in that for their collection. I paid $8.50 for it. You can hang it. It was made to be decorative and useful. And I hope to sell it for about $25 to $28 on Etsy, where I've been selling a lot of ironstone and pieces that mix well with ironstone. Here are two restaurant-ware little dishes I picked up. They were 50 cents each, and they are made by Buffalo China. They have numerous marks, and here's one with a picture of the buffalo on it. And they were, like I said, 50 cents each, and they should sell for $5 each from my antique booth. And here's a really pretty transferware plate. That's Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls souvenirs sell pretty well. It's pretty. The blue and white, of course, is still really desirable. There's the mark on the back. It's made in Staffordshire. It doesn't say what company. It's just called Ye Old Historical Pottery, and it was half price, so it was $2.50. And I do have a website coming up on transferware, so I bought it for that reason also. Picked up this little jug for 99 cents. These sell for about $10 or $12 from my antique booth. And then the last pieces of ceramic or pottery are what I always refer to as cheese crocks. They come in all different sort of sizes. You can find really small ones and ones that are even larger than this one. Different colors. I've had blue spatterware, I've had light blue, I've had tan, and they have these wire clips on the top that hold them in place. Some of them are signed USA on the bottom. This one isn't. It was half price, so I paid $1 for it, and it should sell for about $12. And I didn't realize until I got home, I actually bought a total of 3 Crocks while I was out shopping. So this one is missing part of its bail, and it was half price. So it was $1.50. And people buy them whether they have all of their parts or not. Here's one that doesn't have any part of its bail. It's just the crock and the lid. The Crocks sell also for practically the same amount as they do if they have a lid. This one was half off. It was $1.50. This was really interesting because it still has its label, and it wasn't a cheese crock. It was a sourdough pot. So you could buy probably a sourdough starter. It says from Sourdough Jack's Kitchen. So that was news to me. Super interesting that that's what it contained. So these sell, like I said, for about $10 to $12 really quickly. They don't last long in my booth at all. So how about a few metal pieces? So here's a milk, would have been a milk jug or a cream jug, and it's really worn. It's got this sort of cloudy look, but I waxed the top and kind of brought it back to life a little bit. I think that will really make it look good. It was $4.99 from Salvation Army, and I hope once I finish waxing it up that it will sell for about $25. It's a nice farmhouse look. And here's a newer piece of enamelware. It was $1. This would have been for sugar, or is for sugar. That's the kind of the nice side of buying a newer piece of enamelware, is that you don't have to be afraid to use it. There's no exposed metal underneath, and it should sell for about $10. Here's a cute little tin mellow mints. I paid $3 for the tin. It's got a few sewing supplies inside, some mother of pearl buttons and some thread. It's got a nice, really antique looking graphic on the back, and it should sell for about $10 to $12. couldn't resist this toll painted cookie cutter. I think this is an older one dating probably, I'm guessing, to like the 1940s, and I paid $1 for it. I hope to sell it for about $8. And a pair of scissors that I got for $1. They are signed, I think. Are they signed? No, they're not signed. I bought them because of the red handle. I think someone is going to want those to decorate with, to use and to decorate with. So I will price that at $10. And final few pieces are wood. This is like a miniature pizza board. I like the size. I'm sure it was made for something specific that I just don't know about, but in the comments, maybe someone will tell me. It was $1, and I don't know if I'm going to craft with it. I might stain it, but it would sell. I'm thinking if I stained it, it would sell for about $10 or $12. This is one of my favorite little pieces. It was $10 at an antique shop, and I liked the size. I liked the cubbies. It will display things really well. Small things. I don't have anything small here to put in there. Just my, nope, that's too big. Like I said, I paid $10 for it, and I bought it for myself, but if I was going to sell it, I would price it at probably $20 to $22. And then the last piece, I'm going to call it a candle holder. Right, put the candles there, but oh, it is a candle holder, and then this is where the matches would be. There's a bottom right here. You'd put the matches there. That's what I'm calling it. If you want to call it something else, let me know in the comments, but it has a nice older look. I'm going to date it to about the 1970s when people were making colonial type projects for the bicentennial. So this was orange. It was 25% off, so this was $2.25, and I will price it at about $25 to $30. That's my plan right now. I hope you enjoyed seeing my vintage finds. Would you give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, become a subscriber? I would appreciate that so much. I hope you have a great day, and as always, happy hunting.